He looked up and saw a plane drop something from the sky, a small object falling straight toward the city. Then, a blinding flash. The explosion ripped through everything around him. Buildings collapsed. Fires spread instantly. He was thrown to the ground. Burns covered his arms and face, and his hearing was permanently damaged. He spent the night in a shelter, then made his way back home to a different city. A few days later, he went into work, still bandaged, and started telling his boss what he had seen. Then, a plane flew overhead. Another object fell. Another flash. Another explosion. His bandages were blown off. He was exposed all over again, but somehow lived to tell the story.
This isn't fiction. This is the true story of Tsutomu Yamaguchi. On August 6, 1945, 29-year-old naval engineer Tsutomu Yamaguchi was on his last day of a business trip in Hiroshima. At 8:15 a.m., he looked up and saw a single B-29 bomber release a small package attached to parachutes. Seconds later, a blinding flash scorched his skin and blew out his left eardrum, throwing him into a canal. Hiroshima was obliterated. Severely burned, Yamaguchi spent an agonizing night in a shelter before dragging himself onto an evacuation train, heading home to Nagasaki. On August 9th, covered in heavy bandages, he reported to his Mitsubishi supervisor in Nagasaki. When Yamaguchi explained that a single bomb destroyed Hiroshima, his boss laughed it off. "You're an engineer, Tsutomu. That's physically impossible." At that exact moment, 11:02 a.m., the room filled with a blinding white light. The second atomic bomb exploded over Nagasaki. The shockwave blew his bandages clean off. Yet once again, he crawled out of the wreckage and made it home to find his wife and baby had miraculously survived too. Yamaguchi endured brutal radiation sickness, loss of hair, and severe burns, but his body fought back. It wasn't until later in life that he stepped into the global spotlight. In 2009, Japan officially recognized him as the only person to survive both atomic blasts. He spent his final years advocating against nuclear weapons at the UN, passing away in 2010 at age 93, the ultimate symbol of human survival.